Hi. Where the fuck am I? Hi. I'm late. Yeah, I deserve that one. I'm late. I know. I'm late. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'm sorry. I have a good reason to be late. But first of all, hi Chili. Hi Timo. Hi Eurydice. Hi Pumpkaboo. Hi King. How are y'all doing? Forgive me? Forgive me? Forgive me. Why is my Twitch activity feed broken? Just realized it's broken. Let me close it and reopen it. Docs. Twitch activity feed. There you go. It works now. Hi. So listen. I'm late, but I went to play a TFT game, okay? I was playing a TFT game because there was half an hour till stream, right? Which is totally enough for a TFT game. So I went to play a TFT game, and turns out things were going really well, which usually means you're gonna have a long game. So yeah, but I'm gonna complain now. Listen, for those who play TFT, because those who don't will not understand anything. Guys, if someone is going a comp, they have an augment for that comp. And they are just going for the comp, clearly. And it's a good few rounds in. And you can see them building that comp. Just go something else. Don't purposely go that comp as well. Don't try to fight them because you're just gonna grief them. You're not gonna win because they have an augment for it. They have the better version of your comp. So why are you doing it? Listen, we had a 3-cost champ start. I started with the Mordekaiser. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm going pentakill this game. I'm gonna go pentakill. And I started getting a bunch of pentakill. I got a Gnar, I got an Olaf, I got a Kale, and my comp was looking great. And then we got to the first augment, and I got a country augment. So I was like, all right, you know what? It's country, so I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna go country. And at that point, I think there was like one person who had one Katarina and one Samira. But it was like just random one Katarina, one Samira, which is fine. I can still go country, and I got the augment for it. So my country is going to be so good. And I was going pentakill until I was level 6, so I could get my Samira headliner. And I got my Urgot headliner for the meantime, and I was chilling. I was collecting all the country characters in my bench, and then I saw the other person had a couple Katarinas and a couple Samiras now. And I was like, it's okay. Maybe they haven't noticed yet. They've gone against me and they've seen the augment, but all good. Then I got my headliner. Samira. The game was nice to me and gave her to me almost right away. So I pivoted to country. I had 4 country because I was missing 1. And I go check after a few rounds, and they have a headliner Katarina, a country headliner Katarina, and a 2-star Samira, and another 2 on their bench. And I'm like, you have to be kidding me, right? Like, there's no way. After this long, after noticing that I am going country, that I have the augment to make country stronger, that I have the headliner, that is the best country headliner, that you are still going country, right? They stayed country until they died, until I killed them. To be fair, I killed their teammate. Doesn't matter. I don't understand why people see like, wow, they have a really strong comp and an augment that makes the comp even stronger. I should contest them. Ha 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 ha. What do you mean? Why? Like, at that point, you're just griefing the lobby because you're not gonna win. You can't win because I have the stronger comp, the stronger version of your comp. And you're just making it harder for me to stay alive because my comp will be weaker than some other comps because you're taking my characters that I need for my comp. So, like, why? What is the purpose? What is the point? Especially in double up. Because in double up, you're not just fucking yourself over. You're not just being like, haha, quirky, I'm gonna fuck this person over and die with them. No, you're fucking your teammate over also. Because your poor teammate is dealing with your bullshit. And you're losing. And they're losing because you're losing. Because it's double up. So, guys, if someone has a strong comp, especially if they have an augment for it, pivot. Go something else. There are so many good comps in the game. Just stop. Stop. Stop! Okay, I've complained enough. Hi, Tak. How you doing? Also, it's been a very long time since you've been here, but I have not asked. Do you prefer Tak? Or do you have a different name you'd rather me call you? Please let me know while I open the game, while I boot up the game. Someone clip something? I'm looking. I'm staring. Greece? Alright, Greece it is. Thank you very much. Noted. Tak is weird as fuck to hear. You're the one who called yourself, who decided your username would be Tak with Grease. I'm not sure what you expected there. Also, guys, Poopy Playtime is 50 gigabytes, and I don't know why. Like, guys, we don't need this much space. I don't have this much space. I had to uninstall a game for this. Hi Kenya, how you doing? Also, let's see. No, I was so close. Hi, haha, hi T-Mos. Hi mom. Hi, I'm going to be lurking. Have fun with Bad in Theater or Puppet. Sorry, in a match. What match? Did the match of the game that we are not supposed to mention? And we yell at Timo to go away. I understand. Alright. Broke my match? What do you mean you broke your match? Let me open the game. Whee! I don't like it here. There. Better? Better. Bad in Theater. It is not the match of the unmentioned game, it's for another game. Ah, okay. There you go. So, this is gonna be English. This is gonna stay windowed, or is there a full screen version? Settings. It's loud. Full screen. There you go. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's above everything. Haha. There you go. It's the second time I've actually been able to catch a stream. Hi Zangle, how you doing? Welcome. Okay. How's this? It's too quiet? Me testing the sound by spamming? Alright, guys, how's the sound? Where is it? Where's the alert? Where's the yippee? Yippee? Lower the BGM. Hi Bean. How you doing? What? The sounds worked just now. Oh, there you go. Okay. Sound effects can be lowered a little. Alright, how is this? Yippee! Yippee! Boop beep, 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 boop beep. Oh yay. Oh, okay. I started. Alright, I don't know the controls. Alright. Welcome to Bad End Theater. On this stage, we shall be toying with fates. What are the controls? Enter. You will make many choices, unlocking darker and darker paths, all in order to witness a lovely variety of tragic events. But first, allow me to explain how it works. To begin the tutorial, select whichever doll you like. The human doll or the demon doll, of course. Control the demon doll. You're a fierce-looking guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the human doll? Play nice. You try to make friends with the human doll, but it kills you in cold blood! How ruthless. You found your very first bad ending. But don't worry, the story need not end here. Let's reset the stage and try again. Damn. Not even 5 minutes into the game, I already died. Was the game you wanted to redeem for Q to play? You wanted me to play something? This time, try controlling the other doll. Other doll. You control the human doll. You're a friendly little guy, just minding your own business. How will you interact with the demon doll? Play nice. You and the demon doll are able to set aside your differences and become friends. Why, this isn't a bad ending at all. I should have written out this possibility. It's just not suited to my theater whatsoever. Now that you know how the story goes, you can set the doll's behavior in advance. As you just saw, these behaviors will automatically be set to what you choose during your last playthrough. But now you can turn each one on or off without having to replay from that doll's perspective. Yes, my theater also actually doubles as a puzzle game. Now, try turning the doll's behaviors on and off to see the different outcomes. So, we can be both. We'll just both die, I guess. We will attack it. Oh! You both attack each other at once and die together. Alright, understood. I think I got it. Do you understand how to play? Yes. This game saves your progress automatically, so just relax and collect all the bad endings at your own pace. Now, without further ado, let's start the show. Oh, thank you for the free achievement. You are. Oh, there's 41 endings? Question mark? No death run, impossible. Literally impossible. The hero, the maiden, an underling, or the overlord. We're gonna go with, you know, in order so I don't get lost. We're just gonna start with the hero, okay? I really like the overlord. I think the overlord's adorable. And the maid is the second most adorable. I think they're really close to each other, honestly. I think you're meant to play multiple times in order to get all the endings. You're meant to play this a lot of times if there are 41 endings. But yeah, we're just gonna start slow. We'll do one of each to start, you know. The hero. 41 endings for 4 characters. Yup. You are the hero. You like to think of yourself as a pretty reliable and swell guy. Your life has been rather ordinary, aside from the occasional heroic adventures fighting evil monsters and whatnot. You are told a maiden from your village has been kidnapped and is likely being held captive at the nearby demon overlord's castle. Who even puts a village right next to where an entire demon army hangs out? You don't get it. You're happy to protect the townspeople though. You were born to play this role. You head off on your adventure to rescue the maiden. But demon soldiers block your path. You could kill them to gain experience. Bravely slaughter the evil creatures. Flee like a coward. No maidens? One maiden, she's been kidnapped though. Alright, we kill them! You make quick work of the vile creatures who stood in your way. That's a lot of blood. You feel much stronger now. After a long trek, you make it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Cut through the demon army. Ask if they'll let you in. Ask if they'll let you in. Hello? May I come in? I hope he dies, he's ginger. They look kinda hot and intimidating. They do. You attempt to explain why you've come, but the monster before you is eyeing you with suspicion. They can't help but notice the demon blood from earlier you haven't had the chance to wash off yet. Whoops. You have no choice but to fight the army in self-defense. Oh well, more experience points for you. You make your way through the castle, fending off all the demons that stand in your way. The Overlord appears, demanding to know what the hell you're doing murdering all her soldiers. Get straight to the point and ask her where the maiden is. Oh my god, she is adorable and I love her. She is so cute. I want to draw her. Hero kind of fruit. She feigns ignorance, a convincing act, but you won't be fooled. If the maiden isn't here, then what happened to her? You can only see one answer. The Overlord definitely captured her. In fact, it's possible that she's already been devoured. My guess is she didn't take her at all. Thinking about that poor maiden's fate fills you with hatred. You fight the Overlord with everything you've got. You become strong from the hordes of demons you took down before this final battle. The Overlord is almost no match to you. No! Cut her to pieces. The Overlord has fallen. You breathe a sigh of relief, but your job is not yet finished. You search the castle. Unfortunately, you find no sign of the maiden within its walls. Why the fuck the ass gingers always take away the hot people? Right? Dying to some bitch with his belt on his head. It's okay. We pretend that she didn't. What's he holding up? His fucking hairline? Honestly, maybe. He's hiding it. It's just as you suspected. She must have already been devoured. You feel hollow. A great evil has been banished from this world, but what does it matter if you were too weak to save someone? You stand alone amidst the carnage and ponder what it means to be a hero. We literally committed genocide. We committed genocide on these poor demons. When the maiden might as well have been like visiting her friend. Actually, she was visiting her girlfriend because they were lovers, Your Honor. They are gay. You return to the Overlord's remains and wrap her head in your cape to bring back to the village. Surely, your great victory will be celebrated. What the? Failed hero end. Well. We exit and we join as the maiden. Nope, never mind. It's the same thing. Oops. Damn. They were not roommates. She had to visit. Alright, let's find out what the maiden did. Oh, she's so cute! You are a maiden. You live in a peaceful village next to a spooky demon overlord's castle. were told that you are fated to be captured by the Overlord one day, because you are a beautiful young girl. Demon Overlords apparently love capturing those. You think of how you haven't heard of that actually happening to anyone, but maybe the demons just haven't been given the opportunity? Who knows? You are in church. You pray to your God, asking why you have been born into this role of maiden. That is a rude-ass rumor to say to someone. Hey, by the way, you're gonna get kidnapped someday. Can I get captured by some hot evil overlord? No, that's me! Me! I'm next. I get captured next. You respect the divine plan and all, but you're really just curious as to what the point of it is. You are impatient. Meeting a demon actually sounds pretty gosh darn exciting. Maybe you'd understand your role better if you were to just hurry up and get captured already. Please, take me to the lesbian overlord. You leave a note and venture forth to find a demon. Just to, see what happens. Not long into your little adventure, a demon underling appears before you. It looks pretty scary. Shout for a hero to come save you. Introduce yourself! Hello, demon. May I go to your hot lesbian overlord? Please, thank you. You tell the demon your name and explain that you're a maiden from the village. Hi, I'm maiden. Take me to your overlord. Literally. Oh no! The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? You aren't angry or anything, of course. This was all your fault for trusting a demon not to devour you on sight. This is your punishment for questioning fate, you guess. Bit by bit, you are swallowed by the demon until you are no more. Consumed maiden end. Wow. Not great. But technically, I guess there's an option to make this guy nice, and then we can go back to the maiden and check out if we can get the lesbian overlord. But we'll think about that after, because we're gonna do one run of each. You said how they are. Yes. You are a demon underling in service of the overlord. You aren't particularly strong, but not particularly weak either. That's what your friends tell you. Your job is to guard the castle and keep humans away. It's unbearably boring. We need to keep humans away? See, they're nice people. Heroes rarely come all the way here to challenge the overlord anyway. It's a lot of standing in one place, staring into nothing. You feel like you're gonna go crazy if you don't get a break. You decide to ask the overlord for a day off. She gives you an earful about responsibility and unquestioning obedience. You wait for her to finish her lecture before returning to your post. To be fair, that is your job. What does she know about anything? Who made her the boss of everyone? You complain about the overlord to your friends. They agree that she is kind of a snob and totally deserves to be kicked off her throne. Oh no. You only wanted to vent your frustrations, but the conversation somehow turned into an assassination plot. What have we done? Hot lesbian overlord, no! You should probably steer this in a responsible direction. Let's overthrow. No! Let's not, guys. Guys, let's not. You tell your friends you were totally not serious about this whole thing. You're actually cool with the status quo. After all, life must be pretty dang good if the only thing you have to complain about is that you live so comfortably there's nothing to do. He's right. He's right. We're right. The others nod, but don't seem convinced. What in the world is this guy's forehead? Because, like, that's a horn. That's a horn, and that's a horn, and that's a horn, but this is his forehead. I don't like that one. Skin horn. It does not look like a skin horn. He has a penis on his head. It looks more like a little bicep, you know? It looks like a bicep. It's his bicep forehead, I guess. The others nod but don't seem convinced. You say a coup d'etat, whatever, would be more effort than it's worth. Flexing his brain. Yes. But you're still gonna be a rebel and sneak out the castle. Your friends praise your mischievous ways. The change of the atmosphere excites you. You spend some time rolling around in the grass, wild and free. Demons are so cute. As you make your way along the path to a nearby human village, you encounter a maiden. She greets you and says she has a favor to ask. You consider your options. Gobble her up. Hear her out! Also, I don't know if we have to pick gobbling her up to get a different ending, because technically it is the same ending, but it's from a different perspective, which might make it a different ending. So I kind of want to go back and gobble her up and find out. You're in a good mood today and are rather curious about what the maiden has to say. Humans don't usually talk to you, so this is kind of exciting. Hadn't guessed it would be even possible to understand each other before now. The maiden's going on and on about some kind of destiny she's trying to fulfill. Bottom line, from what you gather, is that she wants you to take her to the Overlord. Sounds like it could be interesting. Besides, you have nothing better to do. Satisfied with your day out, you take the maiden back to the castle and present her to the Overlord. Oh my god, the Overlord's so cute! She wanted to go after all, El Hero. Literally. And she got eaten before she got there, technically. The Overlord asks where you found this maiden, knowing full well that you left the castle when you weren't supposed to. You apologize for disobeying her, but hope that the maiden is an interesting enough present that you may be forgiven. She's so cute! The Overlord nods and says everything is cool, as long as you always listen to her from now on. See, she's a nice Overlord too. You're impressed with what an easygoing boss she is. You mentioned how you can't believe you and your friends even considered overthrowing her. Oh god. I love her. She gives you a look and you say, "That was just a joke, of course." She smiles and dismisses you. You decide it's about time for a nap. Oh, this one's long. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened by the sounds of battle. You emerge from your room to find out that a hero has slaughtered many of your friends and work associates. What a jerk! We're gonna die. Avenge your fallen comrades. Save yourself. We're gonna die! I guess this is telling us that we're gonna die. There's a little icon. We have to. We have to avenge our fallen comrades even though we're gonna die. Who does this guy think he is? Coming in here and killing everyone like some maniac? What did we ever do to him? You lunge at him while he's busy driving his sword into the guard who sometimes brought you food whenever they noticed you were feeling kinda down. You like that guard. You wish with all your demon heart for this hero to suffer for his deeds. You bite into him, tearing flesh from bone. It tastes like iron. The hero struggles. You feel his sword go through you, but there's no pain. Only retribution. More of your comrades pile onto him as your consciousness fades. The hero's overtaken. Your army has won. You have earned your rest. Victorious underling and... What a brave boy. Hungry? Can you make him hungry? Oh, never mind. Eats the maiden immediately. Never mind. Overlord! You are the Overlord. You live in a castle surrounded by your demon servants. It's a pretty cushy life, you think. Cushy? Cushy? Except for those pesky humans who keep killing members of your army. There's even a role called Hero, whose only purpose in life is to dethrone you. What's their deal anyway? You've actively avoided pissing off the humans in hopes they'll leave you and your army alone, but they never do. See? She's nice, guys. You're still new to the whole Overlord thing, if you're being quite honest with yourself. You don't really understand the politics of it. But you remind yourself everyone is just doing their best to fulfill their roles. You won't let them bait you into being the evil Overlord they expect. think you're pretty cool and mature to hold yourself to the higher standard like that. And she is. One of your underlings walks into your room, totally interrupting your thoughts about how awesome you are. They're saying something about how boring it is to stand in one place guarding the castle all the time, especially since no one ever comes here anyway. I apologize, I've been calling the Mahi. It's a day. You see their point, but the way they're whining about it kind of bothers you. What to do with this underling? Tell them to get back to work, grant them the day off. You can have the day off! Tell them to go take a break from the stifling? I always forget how to read this. Castle atmosphere and refresh their dark soul. A day off should be fine every once in a while. They thank you, and happily scurry off to do who knows what. You have nothing better to do today, so you decide to nap for a little while. Being the overlord sure is great. Wait, what happened to the maiden last time? You awake to a knock on your door. The underling from earlier brought back some company. It's a maiden from the nearby human village. She says her role is to be captured by you. The maiden then goes on to say that she's been getting very impatient thinking about her impending capture, so she's come here to speed things along. We find out here, we do. You appreciate her honesty, but regret to inform her you never had any plans to capture any humans. She seems very disappointed by this. Well, yeah, when everybody's telling you all your life that you're gonna get captured by a demon, it's kind of disappointing to find out that, no, you're actually not. You're a boring person. Perhaps I'm not performing my role well enough. How can I become more maiden-like? Write this down, this will be our new Yuri plot. Hell yeah! You don't really understand the question. You think this world puts way too much focus on destiny and junk. Just go home and stop worrying about it, you'll tell her. The maiden seems to be having a hard time wrapping her head around this. She insists that she stay and talk to you more. She's so cute. Maiden tries to win over the overlord of the overall, shows no interest. Yes. And then, Your Honor, they fell in love. You feel warm inside as she looks into your eyes. This is the first time a human has looked at you without contempt. You wonder what to say. Tell her she's better go home. Let her stay for— We're letting her stay for a while. Me, Maiden, Q, Overlord, Queen. Then we kiss. Oh my god, Bean. Oh my god. You can't bring yourself to send the maiden away. She just got here. You enjoy a nice long chat with her, sharing stories about your kind. She expresses her surprise that demons are not at all what she expected them to be. My boyfriends are in the chat today, I'm losing. Haha, L. You're glad she seems to have an open mind about these kind of things. You also bring up how you always instruct your army to avoid humans, as to not agitate them and get heroes sent out after you. That explains why the people of my village have been left unharmed. It's because of your orders, isn't it? We are very grateful. No, we are not. You are grateful. The rest of your village is not. You're surprised to hear her thank you. You've always thought of humans to be violent and unreasonable. And that's why your servants are always getting killed, despite your efforts to leave them alone. But this maiden is different. You joke that maybe you've been lying to her all this whole time, and that you were actually super evil all along. The maiden laughs at that, saying she wouldn't mind being held captive here. The people in her village are a little exhausting at times, she says. She is blushing. They're both blushing. Ah! You can't tell if she's into you or not. They're gay, Your Honor. They're gay. You can't tell if she's into you or not. You notice the sounds of battles have started ringing through your castle halls. The maiden's getting nervous, but you reassure her it's only your underling's roughhousing. No big deal. You know it's probably a hero, but you don't want to upset the maiden by telling her that. Your army will take care of it. And our underling's dead! It isn't long before the hero bursts into your room. But he shouldn't have made it here. Why didn't they stop him? The hero just stands there unsure of himself. He is covered in demon blood. As the maiden speaks to him, trying to explain the situation, you move past the hero and out the door. You're not thinking clearly. Seeing your servants' bodies in pieces all strewn about your castle has really taken it out of you. That hero did this? There's so much blood. Why? Did he come from the maiden? Did he think she needed rescuing? There was no one for this hero to save here. There was never any harm meant to anyone. You were just talking to her. Why has it turned out like this? No! Honestly, kill that bitch. The hero starts babbling insincere apologies and excuses, realizing his wrongdoing, but you are far beyond hearing that kind of bullshit. She's so cool. And hot. You have had it with these humans always murdering your servants for no reason. You can no longer hold yourself back and lash out at the hero. When you regain control, there is nothing left of the hero. The maiden has fled in terror. No! Our girlfriend! You are alone. Wrathful overlord and... Wow. Let's eat the maiden. Sorry. We can skip, right? Yeah. Skip. Gobble her up. Gobble, gobble. Maidens aren't the best meal, but you figure you should live up to your demon nature and strike back against the humans. Eat me up, big girl. Yo! Now we make the hero not do anything? I don't know if you can. You start devouring the maiden without so much as a second thought, and feel quite proud of that. The humans would surely praise you with curses, if they were around to see. Oh man, if only someone could have been watching. Time to find an audience for your evil deeds. You wander into the nearby village. You're gonna get yourself killed! The people are screaming and running away, throwing rocks at you and whatnot. You think that's pretty rude of them. You haven't even done anything yet. Put on a show. You attack the nearest human. He's old and weak and his bones crunch delightfully. Your audience's screams grow louder. Applause! You think, hey, this is actually pretty fun. I should have taken revenge like this a lot sooner. As you continue your bloodthirsty dance, striking the villagers down, you fail to notice a sword-wielding hero running towards you. He takes you out in one swift blow. You were just a demon underling after all. As you die, you think, that was totally worth it. The curtain closes. Nice. Performer underling end. Alright, I really wanted to know what that was like. What a cool life he lives. Yeah. They. Let's see. Oh, hold on. You're making not dutiful. I don't know what happened. Slaughters all the demons. Oh, okay, wait. Let's do the overlord without the dutiful hero. Maybe we can be with our girl. Also, hold on. I need to take this. Take this pill. Ow. Skip. Grant them the day off. Let her stay. What are you doing here? Oh! This time it's a hero. He's fine. He doesn't have blood. He was apparently searching for the maiden who was rumored to have been captured by your kind. Captured? Not at all. I only wanted to meet with the overlord. Didn't anyone read the note I left behind? Oh my god. Girl bosses. After everything is explained, the hero expresses his relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. The maiden apologizes for causing trouble, and the hero asks her to return to the village with him. No! Come on! Come on! Confusing feelings well up inside your heart. You're surprised that you had one of those to begin with. You don't want the hero to take this maiden away from you. Keep her here possessive, let them go. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Keep her here. The maiden came here to be captured by you, didn't she? You'll grant her her wish. You tell the hero you won't let him take her home. The maiden assures you she'll be back, but you don't budge. The hero is cautious now. If you won't let her go, maybe you demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. Because I don't want to let you take my girlfriend? You have no choice. You destroy the hero before he can steal your maiden away. She's frightened. You don't understand why. Didn't she just say she prefers this place to her village? Now she doesn't have to leave. Take a step toward the maiden, and she backs herself into a corner. You don't understand. She wanted to stay here with you. The hero was trying to get in the way of that. You had to kill him. You'll be sure to keep this maiden very safe from now on. Oh! Yandere! Selfish overlord end. Wow. Alright, wait. Let's try that again. Yandere overlord! You can have the day off. Let her stay. Let them go. You're certain that she'll return to spend more time with you. You just have to trust in that, you decide. With the hero and maiden gone, you plop down into the comfort of your luxurious overlord bed. Your room feels so empty now. Is this loneliness? You hope your new friend will be back soon. You close your eyes for a while. Wait, did we leave the demon underling to be the performer? Because if we did, I kind of fucked up. Until your door slams shut. Before you know it, everything around you is being engulfed by flames. What's going on? You try to escape, but something's blocking the door. You're having trouble forcing it open. What is it? What is this? Someone didn't want you getting out. Are you being usurped? They have zero foresight. What castle will they rule from if this one burns? You don't want to believe that your underlings have betrayed you, but this is no accident. Those ungrateful bastards. You choke on thick black smoke from the fire. You can't believe you're being done in by a bunch of cowards. You'll see them in hell. What? Burned Overlord in? No! What? What happened? How did that happen? Alright, let's go back to the hero. Let's not kill everybody. Flee like a coward. Forgetting your pride, you escape with your life. You can't return home now. Your reputation will be ruined. I wonder how you'll ever be able to rescue that maiden all on your own, if you can't even fight some lousy demon underlings. You'll take your chances at the castle. You're a hero after all. This is your job. After a long trek, you made it to the castle's front gates. You're faced with an army of demons that all look very intimidating. There's no way to sneak past these monsters if you want to reach the Overlord. Now, we're gonna cut through them. And we're gonna die. No, wait. There's no death sign. Okay, we'll just ask. Go up to the nearest demon and explain why you come here. They stare you down, and you feel very uncomfortable. But they seem to trust you and escort you directly to the Overlord's chambers. That was easy. The Overlord and Maiden seem to be in the middle of some casual conversation when you barge in. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. Destroy the Overlord. Stop! Ask the Maiden what's going on. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured. Oh, we'll probably find out via this, right? Because we get to bring her back. The Maiden explains that she was never actually captured, and that she came here on her own volition. That was a pretty dangerous thing of her to do, but no one got hurt, so at least there's that. You ask her to return to town with you to reassure everyone of her safety. The Overlord allows the two of you to leave. and you casually exit the castle. You try to make conversation with the maiden. She's been pretty quiet since leaving the Overlord's room. Is she shy? No, you just made her leave her girlfriend. She suddenly stops in her tracks and you turn your head to ask what the deal is. Oh, the Overlord's castle is engulfed in flames. Oh? She wasn't shy with the Overlord? She wasn't, because she's gay. Can't help but feel relieved you got the maiden out of there when you did, but... She suddenly takes off toward the burning castle. Panic sets in and you follow to try to stop her. The smoke is so thick, you've already lost sight of her. What is she thinking? It's too dangerous to continue. You feel hopeless. You stand alone at the castle gates. Your body won't allow you to take another step forward. No, going in there would be suicide. You'll return to the villagers and tell them there was nothing you could do. You were too late. The maiden was claimed by the demons. Not by the demons! It was not by the demons, it was by the fire! Bystander, hero, and B. Hi Kazuya, how you doing? Get you a woman who would do this for you? For real! Let's go. Let's see. What happens when she goes in? Hello. Wait, did I? Oh, did we not read this one? Oh no, we got gobbled. We got gobbled up. Right? Yeah, we got gobbled up. Tell the demon your name and explain you're a maiden from the village. Tell them that you were thinking maybe you could understand your role better if you were to hurry up and get taken away by the demon already. That demon doesn't seem to have really been listening to you, which is a little irritating. They agree to take you to their master nonetheless. Gobble these nuts? After a long walk to the castle, you were introduced to the Overlord. You explain why you come, and she squints at you. She is so cute. Turns out she never had any plans to capture maidens, or to do anything else that would agitate the humans. You wonder for a moment if she might be lying, but it doesn't really seem like it. Still, this doesn't make any sense to you. You've always been told that the demons would one day seek you out, and something awful would happen. Then a hero would come to your rescue. Maidenless? Not the Overlord, she's not. You don't want to believe you've been lied to all along. Maybe it's just that you haven't been maiden-like enough. You ask the Overlord what you should do to be a more suitable maiden, but she doesn't seem to understand. Just go home and stop worrying about destiny so much. She makes it sound so simple. This Overlord seems like the complete opposite of you. We get to know Maiden's feelings now? Yes! You want to learn more about her and how she thinks. You insist on staying to talk with her more. The Overlord shares many stories about demons with you, and little by little, you realize they might not be the ruthless monsters you were raised to believe. As it turns out, she commanded her demons to avoid towns and villages. She didn't want to risk giving the humans any excuse to send a hero out for them. You realize that must be why you've never heard of any demons attacking your town. You express your gratitude to the Overlord on behalf of your village. Our only goal is to get these two together. Happily together. She says you can thank her by telling the humans to stop raising heroes. She's tired of her servants getting killed off by them. You've always thought demons were violent and unreasonable creatures, but it seems the Overlord could say the same of humans. You may be different, but really, they're just trying to live their lives the same as you. You feel like you're starting to understand things a lot better. But maybe everything I said was to deceive you and the other humans. What would you do if I turned out to be super evil all along? Even if she were to capture you now, you think this place is far more interesting than the way things are back at home. You kind of like not being told to expect demons to come after you all the time. You feel free. Honestly, you've always kept to yourself, but spending time with this overlord has been very nice. You feel butterflies in your stomach. Ah! As you think of that, a hero enters the room. You're surprised to see him at first, until you realize he must have been sent to retrieve you. Confused, the hero asks you what's going on. You explain the situation, reassuring him that you were never in any danger. The hero expresses relief that this whole misunderstanding hadn't led to any horrible consequences. You apologize for causing trouble, but really, didn't anyone read the note you left? Jeez. The hero asks if you'll return to the village with him to give everyone the news of your safety. The overlord allows the two of you to leave, and you give her a little wave as you exit the room. You'll be back soon. You're about halfway back to the village when you feel something is off. Unable to shake your concern, you look back over your shoulder. You stop in your tracks. The castle is engulfed in flames. Is the overlord alright? You can't return to the village like this. You have to know. You have to be sure everyone is safe. You've already taken off before the hero can even think of stopping you. You scan the fleeing demons, but the overlord isn't among them. Among us. Against your better judgment, you rush into the burning castle to find her. You quickly reach the overlord's room, but the door is shut tight. The handle's too hot to touch. You're too weak to force it open. You pound your fists against the door helplessly. Alright? What were you thinking? This is all because you've forgotten your role. Only a hero could pull this kind of thing off. You start to cough. The smoke is too thick. You can hardly breathe. You realize you haven't got much time left now. You desperately head towards the stairs to save yourself, but the fire spread faster than you expected. You won't make it outside. You can't help but laugh. What a joke! A maiden saving the overlord? If you'd just stayed true to your role, things wouldn't have ended like this. This is exactly the kind of punishment you deserve. You let the demon fire cleanse your rotten soul. No! Selfless maiden and be. No! What? Let's see. Can we find out what happened if we're the underling? Maybe? Maybe. About to hear her out. Do we not? They seem to be getting along just fine, so you decide it's about time for a nap. Oh, we don't wake up. You don't get to sleep long. Your friends wake you up. Rude. One of them stepping on you pretty hard. You ask them what their deal is. They say they're planning a whole revolution. They're gonna get rid of the current overlord and put a new ruler in place. They want to hear if you're in or out. And being a pretty lazy underling, you of course reply with, "That sounds like a lot of trouble. How about we just skip it instead?" Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, let's kill the overlord. She's actually not so bad, you guys. Time to die. Your friends seem pretty disappointed. They apologize to you, but before you can ask what they're sorry about, one of them suddenly seizes you. Someone who's still loyal to the overlord really has no place in our castle. You understand, right? Their claws tighten around your neck. You don't bother to struggle. You're outnumbered. You already know how things like this end. This is a pretty messed up thing to do to a friend, you tell them. They slit your throat in response. Damn. Faithful underling and... No! Julie, come help me fight them. No! Let's try again. Hear her out. Okay, let's kill the overlord. You tell them you were just joking and clarify that you're totally in it to win it. They say you were always terrible with jokes. Whether or not you actually feel like killing the overlord, you know how bad it'd be to end up on the wrong side of things. And if this assassination deal doesn't pan out, you can always pretend you were innocent all along. But beneath your shield of false confidence, you worry about what you're getting yourself dragged into. Maybe you can sabotage it? I was thinking about it too. It's a cute demon. You follow your friends outside the castle to talk more about the plan. You're curious if they have any idea how they want to go about this. You figured they'd just lock her in a room and set it on fire. What a stupid plan! That could go wrong in so many ways. You realize your friends are just a bunch of directional thugs. Useless without someone's guidance. Your guidance. There'd probably be casualties if you fought her head-on, and while showy deaths make a revolution a heck of a lot more fun, it's probably the wrong way to go. Your friends agree and suggest that you play the assassin. You really didn't want it to come down to this. You can't back down now. You'll have to be the one to assassinate the Overlord. Besides, no one has any better ideas. Oh, more colors. You and your friends turn to notice a pair of humans have overheard your entire conversation! They take you off into the castle. Are they headed to the Overlord's room? Fuck! The Overlord will kill you for sure if she found out you were conspiring to take her out. You dash into the castle after the humans. Sure enough, the maiden's already frantically telling the Overlord everything. You shout that the humans are liars! Your friends soon arrive to back you up. Except they don't. Instead, they blame the whole thing on you! They cry that it was all your idea, and that they were just going with the flow, too scared to refuse your crazy plan. You can't believe they tell the Overlord such a blatant lie. You always knew better than to trust them. You're the one who didn't have a choice here. You all shout at each other until the Overlord demands silence. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place. Crush between my heel. Beneath. I'm throwing so many eggs in them. Hi Celine, how you doing? Hi. She sounds tough, but lately all she does is sleep. You doubt her strength. You hear your traitorous friends mutter something about going back to Plan A, and suddenly, the door slams shut. You're trapped in here with the Overlord and two humans. Can I be crushed beneath her heels? No! No. We're not getting crushed beneath her heels. Stop. Only the maiden can do that. And then the room bursts into flames. You pound on the door, screaming curses at those who betrayed you. The hero joins you, vowing to slay the lot of them. You wish he'd gotten that chance. He'd get that chance. The Overlord grabs you by the throat. You cry for mercy. You were forced into this mess. You're sure now that they would have killed you if you sided with her. But the Overlord doesn't hear your pleas. She drives her claws into your chest. At least, she made it quick. Right, I want to know what happens after. Traitor, underling, end. Oh, I guess disloyal is the thing. We can go back to the Overlord. Queen route and don't kill him? Maybe. We'll see. Tired as fuck, just did 3 hours of lethal company. Nice! I hope you enjoyed your lethal time. Alright. You've almost fallen asleep when the maiden and the hero burst into your room, frantically trying to communicate something to you. You're told that the group of demons is plotting to assassinate you. You're not surprised. How nice of the humans to care, though. One of your underlings barges in next, shouting that the humans are liars. They're followed by another group of demons, crying that everything was the first underling's plan. Everyone's shouting over each other now, and it's very annoying. You yell for all of them to shut their traps. You have no doubt that your servants would let their ambition cloud their judgment and lead them to try to take your throne. Regardless of who led this conspiracy, I have no choice but to punish everyone to keep you all in your place, crushed beneath my heel. Saying that made you feel very Overlord-like. You aren't sure if you have the strength to back it up, though lately all you do is sleep. The group of demons start muttering something about going back to Plan A and suddenly slam your door shut. You, the maiden, the hero, and one of your underlings are trapped inside. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. The underling pounds on the door, cursing at their friends for betraying them. The hero pounds on the door as well, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. So this is how you'll die. Burned alive in your own room by those who you thought you could trust. We should have expected this from a bunch of idiot demons, though. You notice the maiden crying. Why does she have to die over something that has nothing to do with her? Perhaps she was cursed from the moment she spoke to you. You wonder if you're cursed as well. You're so filled with anger and frustration, you don't even notice you grabbed the underling those traitors blamed everything on. They cry for mercy, saying that they were dragged into this plot knowing they'd be killed if they took your side. They cry that they didn't want to have to kill you. You almost feel sorry for them. Take retribution, forgive them. Okay, we're gonna take retribution first, so we can like get rid of this ending. And then we're gonna forgive. You pierce their chest with your claws. They scream. The hero backs away. He's wise not to interfere. They've stopped moving, but you keep digging and twisting your claws into them. It doesn't make you feel any better. The underling's corpse burns along with you and the two humans. Spiteful Overlord end. Alright, now we go forgive. Your maiden would be scared. We have to do all the endings, Bean. Let her stay, let them go. Forgive them. You release the underling. Killing them wouldn't make you feel any better. I only want the good ending now. Me too. Besides, they've already gotten their punishment. You all burn together. Ah! What? Overlord's Truant. What? What do you mean, Truant? Before you're taken back to reset the story once more, you pause for a moment. True end? You say to yourself. What was the point of all my effort if the true ending is this terrible? You must have forgotten where you were. This is bad end theater. This is the pain setting in. Oh, but you should have been well aware that you'd been shown what you've been shown when you enter this place. It's a problem I've seen quite often. At some point, you grew attached to my little cast. You started to relate to their flaws, their plights. You started wishing for their happiness. But you aren't going to find that here in my theater. My lovingly crafted labyrinth of suffering. Anyway, I hope you'll pardon the interruption. You're making great progress. The choice to continue on to the next ending is always yours. I'll leave you to it, dear guest. How dare you? That's rude. That is so rude. What's bad in? I see. Oh. Interesting. At least we can... I barely understand any of this, but you know, it's okay. Don't give up. Surely there's a good ending somewhere. Ha ha ha. So, wait. This dog shit, bro. I love them, even stupid belt head. Right? Hi, Merc. Also, hi, Merc. Merc, what would you like me to call you? Merc? AZN? LT? Or something different? Please let me know so I can, you know, do that. Wait, let's see. Should we do the... So, is this telling me the hero tries to save the Overlord, heroic, and then... So, okay. Here begins the story, and then he is dutiful, and he's heroic. So we make him both dutiful and heroic, and we go maiden, and we find out. And also, the Overlord doesn't matter. Heroic is dutiful and heroic and not diplomatic, and we go maiden, and we'll see if that works. We're trying to get the one next to this one. Whatever easier to roll out the tongue, I like to lurk. Appreciate their effort. No problem. I'll just call you a merc then, because it's what is easier to say, to read. Skip. Introduce yourself. But then a hero barges into the room. His clothes are stained by a dark liquid. It's dripping from his weapon too. You realize it must be demon blood. Something horrible has happened. The hero suddenly dashes towards the overlord, sword drawn. Protector! Wait, do nothing ends up in our death? Alright, we'll do nothing first and then we'll protect her. Calm down, calm down. We'll protect her. Remember, we have to do the bad ends first. How's the blade comic thingy? What blade comic thingy? Do nothing. The hero's blade pierces the overlord, and she lets out a horrible scream. You flinch. The overlord is slain. The hero smiles and holds out his hand to you, saying it's time to go home. His glove is drenched in blood. Hesitantly, you take his hand. The hero guides you through the castle, past the corpses of his enemies. You try to keep your eyes at your feet. There's blood everywhere. You shut your eyes, but even then, you can't escape the smell. All of this was because of you, wasn't it? You exit the castle, and the hero leads you back to the village. Everyone celebrates the hero's great triumph over the demons. You feel sick, but you take part in the festivities regardless. Complacent maiden end. Wonderful. I would chop his dick off. That's fair, to be honest. The comic thing on your throat. Ah! The comic! I haven't ordered it yet. Thank you so very much. I haven't ordered it yet. Cause I forgot, honestly. I forgot. I've been busy trying to figure out how to deal with the subathon things and some commissions. Thought I was ordering for you. It's complicated because like most things don't order automatically to where I live. Because I live in Portugal, most things on Throne don't let me have them ordered. I have to go order them myself. But thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. I will order them as soon as I remember. I will set an alarm for it. But yeah, thank you. Now we will go be a martyr. Protector! You selflessly throw yourself in front of the hero's blade, acting as a shield. It's funny, you think. You never could have imagined this would be the way that you die. The roles are all switched up around. No worries or rush, 'tis what it is. Yeah. The roles are all switched around, but it feels right to you somehow. You are glad your destiny turned out to be saving someone, rather than being saved yourself. As your vision fades, you hope that everything turns out alright for your new friend. Girlfriend. Sacrificial maiden. There's probably a new overlord thing here. And now we go back to the hero. Probably, maybe. Well, we'll try the hero. Dutiful. And dutiful. There's new things? Gather your courage. This is what must be done in order to rescue the maiden. These are all evil demons anyways. The world is much safer with them gone. That's what you tell yourself while you kill one after another on your way to the Overlord's chambers. Find the maiden being held captive by the Overlord just as you suspected. But for some reason, you can't sense anything sinister happening. You all look at each other in surprise and confusion. This is no time to hesitate. And, destroy the Overlord. You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord. But your blade pierces the maiden instead. She has sacrificed herself to protect this demon. It takes you a moment to recover from the shock. The Overlord wails. Why did you do that? You're not sure if the question is directed at you. The Overlord strikes at you in a vengeful rage. You parry, and she is slain. Your sword feels heavy. You look at your hands, your clothes. Blood. So much blood. He looks at the fallen maiden, wondering what to tell the townspeople. Why would she protect the Overlord? She must have been brainwashed by demonic magic. You pick up the Overlord's head, wrapping it in your cape, and begin your long journey back to town. You will say that you were too late, that nothing could be done for the girl, but the Overlord is slain. There will be celebration. Yikes! Loyal hero end. And now we do the other one. We ask the maiden, hey, what's happening here? Haha. True villain for real, for real. We slay everybody. We slay everybody again. Ask the maiden what is going on. She explains that she came here on her own and was never in any danger. She hesitantly asks you why you're covered in blood. You don't know how to respond. The Overlord moves past you and out the door to see her army in lifeless, bloody piles. She's wailing. It's horrible. This is your chance, hero. Oh my god! What is wrong with this guy? Stab the Overlord while you can. Ah! I don't wanna! You lunge forward to put an end to the evil Overlord, but your blade pierces the maiden instead. Ah! She sacrificed herself again! It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's the first time we got in the same ending. Alright, we'll just explain what happened. I actually want him dead. Yeah, that's fair. Maiden, why? This is all just a big misunderstanding. I can't wait to die here. You hope that she'll let this whole thing slide if you could just explain yourself. You really try, but the Overlord is inconsolable. She tears you apart, and the maiden watches in silence. As you die, you can't help but think you probably deserve this. He knows, guys! Guys, it's fine! He realizes. No. Tragic hero end. At least he accepts his punishment. Let's see. Oh. Tries to slay the Overlord. And then if the maiden isn't a martyr, then things will change. So we're gonna have to kill the Overlord again, guys. I'm so sorry. You lunge forward, driving your blade through the evil Overlord. She screams, then falls silent. The Overlord has been slain. You smile, offering the maiden your hand. She takes it, after a slight hesitation. She must be surprised of how strong you are. Oh my god, I hate this so much. You escort the maiden home. She's oddly quiet on the way and on the trek back to the village. She must be too shy to speak. The villagers are very pleased with what a good job you've done, slaying the Overlord and saving a hostage. They throw a huge celebration in your name. You are remembered for generations as the greatest hero the village has ever seen. Wow, this sucks. Triumphant hero end. That was awful. Thank you. Thank you, game, for, you know, telling us how to do things. I appreciate it. I don't know what this is. Should we do this? No, we're gonna do... There's so many maiden ones. Okay, we're gonna do this. So... Flee, diplomatic, and then possessive. So the Overlord just has to be possessive. Doesn't matter the merciful. Heal wall. We gotta stop with the slaying the Overlord stuff. Wait, I've died fucked up. Flee. Ask to be let in. Thank you. We ask her what's going on. Yes. But the Overlord objects to this. The maiden tries to tell her that she'll come right back, but the Overlord refuses to hear it. The maiden seems nervous. As a hero, it's your job to mediate situations like this. tell the Overlord that if she doesn't let the two of you go, you'll have to assume she's evil. You'll be forced to vanquish her. You leave me no choice. The Overlord pauses before suddenly jumping you. You are helpless as she disembowels you with her claws. Ah, loser. How horrible. You came all this way, only to be met with this cruel fate. You should have destroyed those evil creatures while you still had the chance. Your dying wish is for the maiden to somehow make it out of this alive. Naive hero end. Alright, what's next? Hungry. So... we go in normally, and then that guy's hungry. So he killed the maiden. This doesn't matter. Flee! Ask me to let me in. The Overlord is alone. You ask about the maiden, but the Overlord doesn't seem to know what you're talking about. Was she really never here? You wonder what could have happened to her. The Overlord says that she wishes she could help you, but you're the first human that's come in here forever. At least, that she knows of. You think of how you probably shouldn't have trusted her, seeing as she's a demon and all. You can't really prove she's lying either. You apologize for the intrusion, and return home to your village. The maiden was never found. Useless hero end. Wonderful! This time she was actually dead. Wonderful. Alright. Antisocial, dutiful. Dutiful? Antisocial? And we go maiden. Oh fuck, he's hungry. Well, since he's hungry, we might as well. Shout for a hero doesn't come save you! You yell, but a hero does not come. The demon suddenly jumps you and starts biting. A lot. How painful. This plan of yours was completely stupid, you think. Why couldn't you have been more patient? Why did you go looking for trouble? We already got this ending. My bad. Wee. Hello. Wee. The Overlord tells you again that you should get lost. How rude! You just got here. Obey her. Refuse to leave. Nah! You put your foot down and tell her you're not going anywhere. You still want to fulfill your destiny, even if you have to make it happen on your own. She's a little frustrated by your stubbornness, but doesn't kick you out or anything. Hooray! The Overlord shares many Oh no, this is not grayed out anymore. The Overlord has walked past the hero and out into the hall. She's wailing. You can only guess what kind of horrible scene she's left for her. The Overlord tears the hero apart in retaliation. You watch silently, unable to scream. The Overlord, who had just been getting along with so well, has killed another human right in front of you. It's clear now that you have been deceived by her sweet words. Demons are ruthless monsters after all. You somehow managed to slip past the Overlord and make it out of the blood-soaked castle. You never look back. Escape Maiden and A. Well, let's do that again. And this time we'll obey her. Hi! Obey her. You don't want to cause any trouble, so you figure it's time to go home. She looks so cute on this one. She's a little baby. Along the way, you encounter a hero. He's covered in demon blood! You are frightened by the sight of him and run away. You return to the village alone. Everyone was very worried about you. They surround you with 1,000 questions and you tell them your story. As you explain that the Overlord never had any intentions to harm anyone here, you notice the looks of uncertainty in the crowd. People are whispering things to each other while you speak to them. You are loudly interrupted by an older man. He rudely calls you a demon sympathizer. The crowd is growing unruly. You don't understand. You've only told them the truth. Do they not believe you? Everyone begins speculating what must have actually happened. They weave elaborate lies and ask you to prove your innocence. How could you have returned without the aid of a hero, they ask. You could not have possibly escaped the Overlord on your own without harm. You must be conspiring with the demons, trying to trick everyone into believing they aren't the horrible creatures we know them to be, so they say. Yeah, because you're a maiden. Maidens can't do shit. Have the people of your village always been this blinded by their fears and hatred of things they never cared to know? You wonder how you've missed that before. You are seized by the crowd, and voices from all sides are calling for public execution. You are to be burned at the stake. You don't want to die. You wonder, would it have been better to hide the truth? You don't like the thought of that. You've always lived honestly. So why has this happened? Why are you being punished? You hear the dissenting voices of your family and neighbors, but they, like you, are powerless against the momentum. They can only watch as you burn, and you can only cry for them. You are so sorry. What? That's insane! It's okay, you'll reunite you with your babe in the afterlife. No! Executed maiden end. Fuck. So we have one more. Antisocial, and then we pick dutiful, and then obedient. Obedient, antisocial, dutiful. On your way to the Overlord's castle, you spot a maiden heading back towards the village. She's even cuter on this one! She couldn't have come from the Overlord's castle, could she? This may be the exact maiden you're currently seeking to rescue. You approach her with curiosity. She runs from you for some reason. You wonder what that's all about, but then you remember you're covered in demon blood. Not wanting to look like you're a crazy person chasing after her or anything, you nonchalantly walk back to town. As you walk past the town square, you notice the whole village is crowded around. Is that the maiden you saw earlier? She's bound to a wooden stake. The crowd is in a frenzy. Smoke begins to rise and you stand idly as flames consume the maiden. She must have done something horrible to deserve that. You decide to call it a day and return to your house. You can't escape the sinking feeling. This guy's just brainwashed by his village. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator, hero, and B. Wow. Yikes. Who's this? It's us. Okay. Obedient. Oh, no demon blood. Okay. Who knew there could be so many bad endings? All the endings are bad. You ask the maiden what she's doing. Doesn't she know the Overlord's castle is like right there? It's dangerous. The maiden explains that she spoke with the Overlord. She's so cute. And it turns out the demons never had any diabolical plans to harm the village or anyone in it. She can't be trusted. Oh my god. It has a little skull, so you know what we're doing. Click. You aren't sure you should listen to this maiden. You've been taught your whole life that demons are evil. You ask if she's sure about this, but she gets very upset that you think she would like to. She storms out before you can say anything else. You decide to return to the village, certain that she must have been kidnapped. The kidnapped maiden you were sent to rescue. Glad that took care of itself. You take your time walking home. Job well done today, you think to yourself. You didn't do shit! What do you mean? As you walk past the town square, you notice the maiden... Eh? Is it the same thing? Oh, she seems so nice though, you think. But evil comes in all forms, you reassure yourself. Decide to call it a day and return to your house, but you can't escape the sinking feeling. Maybe you aren't cut out for this role. Spectator, hero, and A. Ah. Trusting. Ah. Let's go believe the maiden's story. Believe her story. He's scared of childlike joy and whimsy. Ugh, what a normie. What a normie. You have no reason to assume she's lying to you. Even though her story is kind of hard to believe, you feel like you should trust her. Good. You tell her you're pretty surprised that everyone has been wrong about demons all along. Townspeople must be informed of this immediately. The two of you return to the village. They had all been so worried. They praise you for your bravery. What did we do? The hero did jack shit. But the maiden quickly sets the record straight. There was nothing she needed to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers look to you for explanation because she is a woman and women shouldn't speak. You politely inform them that it isn't your story to tell. You merely ran into her on the way to the castle. She explains that the Overlord isn't interested in capturing maidens or anything of the sort. The villagers turn to you again in disbelief. But man, why this woman say these things? It makes no sense. They aren't very subtle in how little they trust this maiden's story. You totally believe her, but to placate these fair citizens, you volunteer to speak to the demons personally. Just in case. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You're too busy thinking what a great and reliable hero you are to hear what they're saying. The town's elder's voice breaks you out of your thoughts. Oh no. He implores you to meet with the Overlord immediately, and says they'll all keep an eye on the maiden until you return. You figure that sounds alright, but the mood is kind of intense for some reason. Did you miss something? You aren't sure of what's going on, but you get the feeling it might be about to leave the maiden on her own. But she suddenly takes off running! Oh, you thought the two of you were in this together. Her actions have convinced the crowd that she's obviously been a liar and a witch from the start. People are shouting for you to hunt her and her demon friends down already. But that doesn't sound like a very heroic task. You can't help but feel these people are wrong. It's up to you to catch up to her and talk to the demons in order to clear up this misunderstanding. You valiantly dash after the maiden toward the Overlord's castle. Wow! So it turns out, this guy is good. He's just brainwashed. But you were too late. Through the unguarded gates, you spot a group of demons surrounding a body. The maiden. She was a fool to have trusted the demons after all. Your hero blood is boiling. You'll avenge her death. You charge through the gates to eliminate every demon you see. What the fuck are you doing, killing all my soldiers? The Overlord is angry. You vow to exterminate her and all of demonkind. You clash again and again, but the Overlord isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health when everything goes black. Your quest has come to an abrupt end. Unlucky hero end. Unlucky. Oh well. Damn, that was intense. Oh yeah? So there's a demon, an underling demon, and a maiden. So, need to heat food up. Time to take you on my phone. Aha! We get to be pocket. We get to be in the pocket. Yay! We get to go on an adventure to the kitchen. Antisocial. Flee. Obedient. So we're the maiden now. We're the demon first. Antisocial. And then trusting. Trusting. And we're obedient. And she's antisocial. Okay. Pocket Q-tips. Introduce yourself. Obey. He asks you what you're doing. Don't you know the Overlord's castle is like right there? You explain everything that happened. He is very surprised that demons don't seem to be as malicious as you were raised to believe. The two of you return to the village, hoping to communicate this to everyone. They had all been so worried and are very glad that the hero brought you back. You quickly set the record straight. You weren't rescued because there was nothing to be rescued from in the first place. The villagers seemed confused and looked for the hero for explanation. He tells them he only ran into you on his way to the castle, and that this isn't really his story to tell. You explain to them how you met the Overlord, and that she's not actually interested in capturing maidens or other mean things like that. The villagers look again to the hero for confirmation. Feel a little miffed that they seem to prefer his word over yours, but don't say anything about it. The hero proclaims that he believes your story, but volunteers to go talk to the demons himself, just to make absolutely sure. The crowd breaks into hushed whispers. You hear words like trickery and demon sympathizer being thrown around, which makes you frown. You're pretty shocked that everyone's this hesitant to believe you. Does the hero even trust you? You aren't sure anymore. An old man implores the hero to go speak with the Overlord immediately. He says you should be held prisoner and considered dangerous until the hero returns. Wait, what? This old man is saying she's dangerous and she's gonna be a prisoner until you come back. And the hero just hears that she's gonna be safe until he comes back. Hero, what is wrong with your earring? Hearing, I mean. Yo, clean your ears, girl. Much to your disbelief, the crowd agrees with him. Because of course, if you were conspiring with the demons, they can't afford to let their guard down. The whole village would be slaughtered by monsters. The hero isn't saying anything. You'll be tied up and tossed into a cell at this rate. If you're going to be held captive by anyone, it's going to be the Overlord, not your fellow countrymen. Yes, let's go be tied up by the Overlord. What? Leave on your own, grab the hero and run. Well, that's an end for us, so bye. You can prove yourself without anyone's help. You make a run for the Overlord's castle, leaving the hero behind. A suspicious group of demons stand just outside the entrance. They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. They immediately notice you overheard them. The underling you recognize from before is the first to do something about it. This is just the way it has to be. They suddenly attack you. In that moment, you regret ever having trusted the demons. You die instantly. Slaughtered maiden ends. Alright, now we won't leave on our own. Yippee! Grab the hero and run. You boldly announce that you'll accompany the hero to prove yourself. You'd rather risk what's out there instead of staying in a village that doesn't trust you. No one seems to know how to react. You grab the hero by the wrist and take off before anyone stops you. Near the castle's entrance, you spy a group of suspicious demons congregating. There's a true ending is coming! They're talking about assassinating the Overlord. You have to warn her. But the hero shakes his head. He says that if this is the true nature of demons, the world is better off with less of them. This isn't right, you think. What kind of hero passes up the chance to save a life? The demons have taken notice of you. It's now or never. You take off into the castle and the unreliable hero follows shortly after. You burst into the Overlord's room, all your words spilling out at once. You should probably slow down, but there's no time. The Overlord seems to have followed your frantic explanation, but clearly doesn't understand the urgency of the situation. The underling you recognize from before barges in, calling you a liar. You're surprised that they were part of this evil plot. They seemed so nice. The other demons came in right after them, saying the whole thing was the first underling's idea. I don't see anything. Everyone's shouting at each other now. It's really stressing you out. You are relieved when the Overlord demands silence. She threatens them with violence, and you think she is very Overlord-like in this moment. She agrees. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the little one behind. You watch as it pounds on the door in distress. Have they locked you all in? You have a bad feeling about this. And thinking that must have jinxed it, because now the room is engulfed in flames. If only you had ignored those demons before, you and the hero wouldn't have stumbled into this situation. If you had just pretended not to hear them, if you'd left as you were told, only the Overlord would have been killed. You couldn't have done that. That path isn't an option for you, because you are in love with her. You think that no matter what, you'll always strive for the path where everyone survives. It must exist. It simply must. The Overlord seizes her underling. They beg for their life. You pray. You don't know what else to do, so you just pray. Overlord is so pretty in the maiden's style colors. Overlord is so pretty in any colors. The Overlord's claws pierce the underling's chest. They scream an awful scream. She digs and twists her claws into the poor thing while you continue to pray. But there's no saving any of you now. You, the Overlord, the hero, and the underling's corpse are consumed by the flames. Devout maiden end. Damn. Alright. So... Oh, we've been... Okay. Underling time. Trusting, obedient. Polite, obedient, trusting. Resolute. Leaves the village with the hero intel. That's cool. Yippee! Hear her out. Yippee! Okay, let's kill him. Her. Yippee! Oh, wait, what? This is the overlord. The underling, yes. Trusting. Maybe it's not resolute. Yes. Hear her out. Let's kill the overlord. One of your friends turned to notice the maiden from earlier has overheard your entire conversation. It'd be bad for you if the overlord found out about this. Use the maiden for killing practice. Toss her in the dungeon. Well, use her for killing practice first, I guess. This is just the way it has to be, you declare, before jumping her and clawing her guts out. Turns out you're already an expert at ending lives! Your friends call you a show-off. You go back into the castle and to wash off all the icky human blood. As you're finishing up, you hear the sounds of battle outside. The hero has come. Seeing the dead maiden must have made him pretty angry. You get to thinking, if this hero took down the overlord for you, everything might actually work out in your favor. You wait for things to die down outside before poking your head out. I need to feed my cat, but he keeps scratching on my door, and I don't want to teach him that scratching my door will get him food, so we're just gonna wait. If you can hear him scratching, please ignore it. You spot the overlord and the hero locked in battle. They've worn each other down, making this very easy for you. Once an opening presents that's how he does it? Presents itself, you hit the back of the hero's head, knocking him out. What are you doing? Couldn't you tell this was a duel? You don't respond. You have to carry out the assassination. You tackle her and rip her to shreds with your claws until she stops moving. You finish off the hero next. Can't let him revive and come back after you later. Kind of a cheap victory, but it doesn't make any difference. Anyone who managed to survive comes crawling out of their hiding places. You are the new ruler of this castle. Your subjects bow before you. You live in fear that they will one day betray you, as you had betrayed your overlord. Damn. Lord Underling ending A. There's two of them? Yikes. And now... Okay. So... There's so many! Okay. This doesn't matter for now, so... Everything is fine. And then disloyal. Which means you're not antisocial. You have to be merciful. You're polite. You're not obedient. You are disloyal. Everything is fine. Disloyal. Maiden overhears the underling's plot to kill the overlord and goes back to her. Warn her because she comes with us. And then something. So we need to flee and be diplomatic. Alright, let's go. Flee! Ask to let him in. Ask what's going on. You pause when you see a group of suspicious demons standing near the entrance. They're talking about assassinating their overlord. This proves to you that demons really are foul creatures. You have to tell her about this. You don't understand what the maiden's thinking. The world is better off with less demons. They're all cold, ruthless creatures and that should be destroyed. And those same creatures have just noticed you eavesdropping. The maiden takes off into the castle, and you have no choice but to follow. You burst into the overlord's room. The maiden frantically tries to communicate what you just overheard. A demon underling barges in next, calling you liars. It's followed by the group from the entrance, who shifts the blame back onto the little one. These demons only care about themselves. How low can they be? You begin shouting at them, and the whole room dissolves into noise until the overlord yells for everyone to shut their traps. She threatens them with violence. This overlord is no better than her subjects. What? You gripped your sword tightly. If you have to cut through everyone here to get this maiden to safety, you certainly will. The group of demons hiss to each other before shutting the door, leaving the runt of the litter behind. He talks about demons like so... ugh. You know? Like they're some lowly animals. You glance around for another exit. There isn't one. You have a terrible feeling about this. In an instant, the whole room is in flames. What kind of demonic magic is this? The underling pounds on the door, upset that it's been betrayed. He's racist. He is racist. You join in, vowing to slay the cowardly demons on the other side. The next moment, the overlord has taken hold of the underling. It's crying for mercy. Is she going to kill it as retribution? Continues to cry and make excuses, but the overlord does nothing. To your surprise, she lets it go. Are demons capable of mercy? I guess it doesn't matter now. You all burn together. Is this his true ending? Hero's true end. No matter the perspective, the true ending remains the same. That's what makes it true. You couldn't resist seeing it for yourself though, could you? I wonder what will happen when you collect them all. Will you give in to despair, or... I am intrigued. Give me a false ending. Right? There's one more. Footy! Let me in! What's going on? She thrusts her claws into her underling's chest and lets out a horrible scream. You back away. You won't be the next target of her rage. She continues to dig and twist her claws into its limp body. You can no longer watch. You look to the maiden. She's crying, hands clasped together in prayer. To have faith in a time like this, you envy her. The two of you, the overlord and the underling's corpse, are all consumed by flames. You got all the resigned hero end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter number 1. Lost letter number 1. My love, it just isn't fair at all, is it? For them to force us apart like this. It's unreasonable. Cruel. I had to find an outlet for this grief somehow. So I decided to write. And I'll keep writing until the day you find me once more. And then, maybe we could write a story together. I'm waiting for that day. Forever yours. Tragedy. Alright? Maiden time. Wonderful. We only need 3 more? 3 more. Nice. So, oh god. Woo! Okay. Antisocial. Antisocial, then we leave. He has to be trusting. Trusting and no blood. Okay. Trusting and no blood. And you have to be antisocial. Antisocial. Trusting. And then disloyal and captor. Okay. You have to be obedient. Obey. Grab the hero and run? No, leave on your... Oh. They immediately notice you overheard them, and they decide to lock you in the dungeon before you can cause any trouble. You cry out, but the demons ignore your protests. You can't believe you escaped, possibly being thrown into a cell back in your village, only to be tossed in this awful place. This is terrible. Who's going to keep these demons from harming the Overlord? You hope she can fend for herself. You sure can't. You sure can't. You hear the sounds of battle echoing through the halls outside. Did the hero follow you? If he's out there, your cries won't reach them. Don't reach him. Jailbait forever. After a while, the violence seems to die down. It's impossible to tell what's happened. You continue to wait, but no one comes for you. Unable to escape, you rot in that cell. That's crazy! Imprisoned Maiden. Yo, this hero sucks. He doesn't even check the cells? That's insane. Wow. Wow. This is where the hero dies. I hope he dies. He dies a lot. It's okay. So we stay, and then he's diplomatic, and she's possessive. Possessive, diplomatic, done. Doop. Hi. Doop. But the Overlord objects to the hero's suggestion. You tell her you plan on returning soon, but she isn't having it. You feel nervous. The hero puts on a brave face for you. If you won't let her go, maybe your demons are evil after all. And if you are, I'll be forced to vanquish you. You leave me no choice. The Overlord suddenly jumps the hero. She tears into him with her claws. You want to cry out, but the scream catches in your throat. You watch because you can't look away. I named the hero Timo. Timo's the hero. Damn. Had she really been lying to you all along? You wonder, is this your punishment for questioning the divine plan? The Overlord approaches you now. You back yourself into a corner. Her expression is complicated. Being captured by the Overlord in a horrible way like this was your destiny after all. The Overlord stops. Or rather, someone has stopped her. Whatever held back your scream before doesn't stop you this time. The Overlord is being ripped to shreds by one of her demon underlings. You think you recognize them, but it's hard to tell with all the blood. No! Timo isn't racist though. It's okay, just a minor difference. Everyone stop moving now. The room is silent, save for the underlings' heavy breathing. You thank them for what they've done, even though it was awful. You feel like you've been rescued from a terrible fate. They look at you, confused for a moment, but then puff out their chest. You should probably go home. This place is dangerous. They let her go? You follow their advice and make your way out of the castle. You decide never to leave home again for the rest of your life. Escape Maiden NP. He would be the type of guy to wear a belt on his head though. Alright, Timo can be the hero. There you go. Oh yeah? Ah, he's disloyal. Okay, he can't be disloyal. No more disloyal. Hi. She vows to keep you very safe from now on. You're afraid to find out what that means, but there's no one left to save you. You belong to the Overlord now. Captured Maiden NA. Wonderful. Maiden becomes property of the Overlord is the description of that one. Wow. Wonderful. Well, it's time to get the true ending again. Guys, I'm not giving out the characters. The characters are the characters. If you want to relate to any of them, you can. You're free to do them so. So, for that, we do polite, disloyal, no possessive, merciful. This should work. Yeah. Oops. Yippee! Hi! Yippee! Lovely stream queue. I'm gonna head to bed. Take care, everyone. Bye, Celine. Sleep well. Thank you for dropping by. Night night. The Overlord spares the underling. You feel relieved, but does it make any difference? Will you all burn together? Maiden's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. You found lost letter 2. Oh, thank you for the butter. Okay. I didn't like this. Keep collecting bad endings for now. Keep collecting bad endings for now. Didn't mean to do that, but anyway, it's okay. I want to be the one right above her eye. Oh? No comprendo that one. Next. Alright, let's do this one. Shall we? Oh, this one's... Okay, we're not gonna click this button, even though I really want to click it. I really want to click it. This is the first time I've seen her drink water when it's been redeemed. Well, you know, I actually have water with me this time because I was eating a donut. So, I'm one of the balls on Q's hat then. Ah! I see now. I see, I understand. Guys, so before we continue with the bad endings, today I went for a walk again because the day before yesterday I decided, man, I need to sleep earlier because I've been waking up at 4 p.m. every day, or even later sometimes. So, as any person with ADHD, I decided that the best way to do it is through slowly and day by day go back an hour at a time. Did I get you? Did I get you with that joke? No, I didn't do that. I decided to not sleep for a night and reset my schedule. So, the night before the last one, I didn't sleep. And last night, wait, no, 2 nights ago? Yeah, 2 nights ago I didn't sleep. And then I went to sleep at 2 in the morning. And yesterday, I woke up at 6 p.m. Did you wonder why there was no stream yesterday? I woke up at 6 p.m. No, at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. So, yeah. I slept 13 hours that night. But, hey, last night I went to sleep at 2 in the morning, which is my goal. My goal was to go to sleep at 2 in the morning and start waking up at 10. 10 to 12 is fine until I get a job, and then I can't really do that. So, today I woke up at 10 and then I got up at like noon. 1? Something? I mean, I will get used to getting up earlier and sleeping earlier, but it's gonna take a second. So today I went out for a walk, even though it was very, very, very cold. I did have a nice walk, and I dropped by the supermarket to buy a snack because there is no food in this house. So I bought some donuts, some chocolate covered donuts. And I bought these cookies that I really, really love. They're like windows. They're little window cookies. And they are covered in chocolate because I only eat things that are covered in chocolate. But yeah, so I was eating my donut just like a couple hours ago, and I drank my water. So I still have some of the water that I was drinking, and that's why I have water right now. Would you just look for something kind of part-time anyway? Maybe you can work an afternoon shift? Yippee! I kind of would prefer to work a morning shift, because if I work morning shift, then I wake up, I go to work, and then I get home, and I can work on like editing and other stuff and drawing, and then I can stream. Because if it was in the afternoon, then I'd have to like come back home from work and immediately stream, which would be like extremely tiring, and I would show up like a zombie. So yeah, was thinking maybe working mornings or nights. If I work nights, I have a reason to wake up late, right? Haha. But yeah, come back home from work and play leg. No, not the leg. No, stop. I don't want to talk about the leg. Stop. I have not played today, and I really want to. but I might not be able to. Because my bedtime is in 2 hours. League. Leg is League. League of Legends. It's okay, maybe Monday. And we have a little company session at 2 in the morning on Sunday. On Sunday? Isn't that tomorrow? Ah, fuck. There goes my sleep schedule. Anyway, back to the game. Would have been earlier, but if I didn't have work dinner, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So, Tyrant. And Dutiful. And Tyrant. And we have to be disloyal, hungry. Alright. Let's go. Leg of leg. I always saw it as lol. Not leg, but leg is funnier. Leg is just funnier, you know? Makes me feel 1% better talking about it. Yeah, exactly. It's like... What's League? I only play leg. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, disloyal. No, you're sick of this overlord holding you and your friends back. You agree that it's time for a change of management. Your friend suggests that maybe you should be the new overlord. You like the sound of that. You announce your first act of rebellion is to take that day off like you wanted. Your friends aren't very impressed. You assure them you'll talk more about the assassination thing when you get back, which satisfies them. You sneak out of the castle to have some fun. The change of the atmosphere excites you. Spend some time, blah blah blah. Gobble gobble. And next. Oh, change your mind and leave. I forgot about this. Change your mind and leave. You figure that if people are this upset at just the sight of you, they won't fully appreciate any terrible acts that you'd commit. Also, they might fight back. They probably wouldn't end well. That probably wouldn't end well. You're just one little underling after all. This little day out has been adequately refreshing. You return to the castle, thinking you'll take a nap. After a few hours of sleep, you're rudely awakened, and we're gonna save ourselves, because we haven't done that. You look around at the lifeless forms of those you've known as far back as you can remember. You feel glad to not be in their shoes. You also feel guilty to be thinking that as you flee the castle, until you remember your role, not as an underling, but as a demon. This kind of thing is expected of you. Maybe you'll start a new life, far away from any humans or demons, where you'll live peacefully, alone, in some deep, dark forest somewhere. Desert your underling end. Cool. Next, we'll do this one, which is we're granted the day off. Give me that. Still so many endings. There's 8 more endings. 8 more. We got it. We got this. We're gonna be nothing. Disloyal. Diplomatic and possessive. Diplomatic, possessive, and we're gonna be disloyal again. Disloyal. You sneak up to the overlord's room, but there's a couple humans in there. You watch the scene unfold. You aren't sure why, but the overlord suddenly cuts down the hero. She approaches the maiden you brought her to her earlier. With the overlord distracted, you figured this is as good as a chance as any. You launch a sneak attack, getting her right in the back. She flinches, giving you enough advantage to take her down. You rip the overlord apart until she stops moving. That was messier than you would have liked. The maiden mutters something from the corner. Thank you for saving me. It wasn't your intention, but it sounds like you did something heroic. Tell the maiden to go home. This place is dangerous. She follows your advice and leaves your castle. The castle. Your castle. You are the new overlord. Heroic underling end. Heroic? Not sure about that one. Next. Tyrant. Disloyal. Hungry. Disloyal again. He just can't be dutiful. Cool. Tyrant. There you go. Skip. Let's overthrow her. Gobble. Skip. Change your mind and leave. Skip. They're very eager to talk to you about the whole kill the overlord plan. You admit that you haven't given it as much thought and just now remembered. And only just now remembered it was a thing. Your friends question your loyalty to their cause. Okay, let's kill the overlord. This is a great game though. I'm very much enjoying it. I'm having fun. This is fun. I like that the game tells us how to get to the endings. Really appreciate that, because although finding some endings is a lot of fun, I feel like I'd have a stroke if I had to like go back and remember what I did and what I didn't do. You tell them that you were just joking and clarify that you were totally in it to win it, and we've seen this. You sneak into the overlord's room. She's taking a nap, like usual. This is almost too easy. You silently approach your master. She looks so peaceful. Chicken out. You don't want to kill her. You can't go through with it. You turn to leave the room, but you find your friends blocking the exit. In a panicked whisper, you ask them to let you out. This seems to have been their way of testing your loyalty. You tell them this is pretty fucked up, and ask again to be let out. The overlord stirs in her bed. While your head is turned, the demons shut the door. You scramble into the overlord's closet to hide before she wakes up and sees you. There's nothing you could possibly say to explain this and survive. You're trembling. You can't believe those assholes would bully you like this. You feel like crying. Light flickers at your feet. It doesn't take you long to realize they've set the room on fire. You hear the overlord trying to get the door open to no avail. You're both trapped. Too afraid to move, you resign yourself to your fate. You and the overlord burn together. Damn. Cowardly underling end. And she never even knew. Oh, we unlocked all the actors' behaviors. Nice. What did we just unlock? Coward. There you go. And now we won't be a coward, I'm guessing. Question mark? Oh no, that's okay. There's only one left. So, we will bring the maiden, and then we'll... Okay, antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute, merciful. Antisocial, obedient, trusting, resolute, and we will be disloyal. That's it. Let's go. Whee! 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 To your surprise, the overlord spares you. Or maybe she'd rather see you suffer instead. Looking around, you've just gone from one dead end to another. The maiden's crying, the hero is silent. You all burn together. Underling's true end. A letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. Found lost letter number 3! Yay! Did we read this? We didn't. My love, I finally fulfilled a childhood dream of mine. Yes, that's right. I opened up my very own theater. You would be so proud if you could only see it. I know how much it would have meant to you to be at my side on opening night. I'm sorry for going ahead without you, but I thought if my theater could become world famous, then maybe you just might hear of it wherever you are. Forever yours, Tragedy. I guess these are for comedy. My love, I've been feeling a little depressed lately. Many patrons have come to my theater, but none so far have stayed to experience every tale in its entirety. The critics haven't exactly been kind, but I understand. My stories aren't exactly crowd pleasers. Despite that, you always listen to the very end. I'm grateful for that. Hope to see you again soon. Forever yours, Tragedy. Damn. Right, Overlord time! 5 more! Right, let's go do this one first. This one and this one and this one and this one. It has to be random ass endings because we already got the true one. Hehe. Tyrant, hungry, dutiful. Dutiful. Hungry. And tyrant. Tyrant! You give them a lecture about your responsibility and unquestioning obedience. Your servants ought to do what they're told, whether they like it or not. They look really unhappy with you, but you're sure they'll thank you for this later. Venturing too far from the castle tends to spell death. You dismiss the underling and lie down in your nice and comfy overlord bed. All that lecturing made you want to take a nap. You fall asleep pretty quick. Just another one of your amazing talents as the overlord. You awake to a huge commotion outside. A hero has shown up and started totally murdering your soldiers. What the hell, guy? You rush out into the battlefield to confront this jerkwad. You curse at him and very rudely inquire his reasons for doing all this. The hero yells at you, demanding you return the maiden you're holding captive. You don't know what he's talking about, but you can't forgive his actions. You do battle with the hero, but he has grown strong from cutting down your army. You are unable to defeat him. With decisive swings, he stabs and cuts you to pieces. You fall. You have failed your subjects. You spit curses weakly. You wish you'd been stronger. Maybe you were never suited to be the overlord in the first place. The truth was, you were never that much more powerful than the demons who served you. It was the title, the control that gave you strength. These are your thoughts as you were swallowed by darkness. No! Conquered Overlord end. I don't want to watch the Overlord die over and over again. Wee woo. Wee woo. Dad. And then disloyal and trusting. Where did I go wrong? Wee woo. Wee woo. So we do Tyrant, and he's hungry. Hungry. And then disloyal. Did we do something wrong? Go back to work. Why can't there be a good ending? There should be a good ending somewhere in there. I'm confused. How do we get here? Oh. No. If he's a coward, then they burn. He's hungry and disloyal, so what's happening? He gobbled the maiden. He can't be dutiful. Okay. There you go. There you go. Okay. You are awakened by one of your underlings. They brought you a hero who inquires about a missing maiden. You tell him you don't know anything. Humans never really visit this place. He believes you and goes home, to your surprise. You figured he might try to fight you, but you're glad to get back to your nap instead. Until you wake up to something completely unexpected. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out! You try to struggle, but you can tell you're already mortally wounded. What have you done to deserve this kind of ending? You curse at them, choking on your own blood. You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Damn, assassinated Overlord and at least they could have done a better job and not let her wake up. Like, goddamn, waking up with your throat being ripped out? That's crazy. What if he's not disloyal, I guess? No, he has to be disloyal, doesn't he? Disloyal and trusting. Wasn't that what we just did? Good ending DLC coming soon to you. It's okay, it's called this, whatever this is. Guys, I'm struggling to find out what I did wrong. We wake up disloyal, and then the hero's trusting. You must really be enjoying my tragedy. I mean, I am, but I'm kind of struggling right now. If they're disloyal, then we get the bad ending. But if the hero's trusting, what changes? Because, like, he was trusting already. I'm so confused. Well, let's see. Dutiful, heroic. You can get the day off. Oop. There you go. He was hungry. They were hungry. I'm sorry. I keep... using the wrong pronouns. Okay, you can stay. You feel a sudden sharp... Wait. What was it before? Ah, the hero. You feel a sudden sharp pain through your back. You look down to see a blade protruding from your chest. Ah, that was careless of you. So this is how you die. Stabbed in the back by some cowardly hero. What a joke. You're supposed to be the ruthless one. That's right. Humans can't be trusted. Not if this is what they're capable of. You should have remembered that before letting one in. You watch as the hero takes the maiden's hand, leading her through the sea of corpses he'd left in his wake. Captured by a demon, at least she got what she came here for. You join your army in an eternal slumber. Slain Overlord ends, and now I'm guessing... Oh, martyr. I hate that word. It's hard to say. The maiden shouts something behind you, and you turn just in time to see her throw herself between you and the hero's blade. It pierces her chest, and she falls to the floor, lifeless. As the pool of blood beneath her grows, so does your rage. This hero has taken everyone from you now. You lose control, and the hero is obliterated. But your hatred for the humans has not yet been sated. You go on to destroy them all, and become the ruler of the entire world. She looks really cool on this one. Vengeful Overlord and A. Nice. How the fuck? Ah! What is wrong with this? She's so... Anyway. He has to be trusting. He has to be... They have to be disloyal and hungry. And we have to be a tyrant. Begins her story. We are a tyrant. They are hungry. Let's untick everything. Hungry. We have to be a tyrant. Hungry. Then the Overlord awakens. Coward, disloyal. Okay. You need to be disloyal. And then the hero needs to be trusting. Get back to work. Does it have to be from here or something? What's happening? Do we need the maiden? Let's go with. We'll let them take the day off, and then we'll be antisocial, and then we'll be obedient. Antisocial and obedient. So, not tyrant. Not tyrant. Okay. We couldn't be a tyrant, I guess. You are awakened by one of your underlings. A hero wishes to speak with you. He inquires about the maiden who was rumored to be here, but you've never seen her. Humans don't visit often. Or ever, really. As the hero takes his leave, you wonder why he totally trusted you there. Heroes traditionally kill demons, but this guy seemed like he was bad at his job, in your opinion. Whatever. You're still feeling sleepy, so you go right back to your nap. One of your underlings is tearing your throat out! Oh. You remember now. You gave this one a day off. And this is how it repays you? You die wondering if you could have done anything to prevent this. Assassinated Overlord End. Eh? One ending remains. Will it be good or bad? Well, I don't know, because... You hear voices in the hall. You aren't sure how long you slept. The sound of a shutting door forces you awake. Before you know it... Nope. I'm just struggling. What? The Overlord lets the maiden and hero go. No comprendo. You'd love to have all the conversations in the world with your new friend, but having a human girl here will definitely cause trouble. Put on your mean face and tell her to get lost. The maiden does what she's told and takes her leave. Figure you might as well go back to bed now. But you don't get to rest for very long. You wake up to the sounds of battle. A hero's cutting through your army. As the Overlord, it's your job to take charge in these kinds of situations. You rush out to end this hero's pitiful existence. Vile demons! I shouldn't have believed for a second that you were anything but pure evil. I'll exterminate you all. You don't really get what he's going on about, but you engage regardless. A girl's gotta defend her people. You clash again and again, but the hero isn't going down easily. You're both dangerously low on health, waiting for the other to make a move, when one of your underlings appears behind him. They knock the hero unconscious. You kind of appreciate it, but can't they see this was a duel? They don't respond. You sense murderous intent. Your servant tackles you, tearing you apart with their claws. You struggle to retaliate. You've done too much damage. You can barely move now. Your blood is everywhere. You can't believe this has happened to you. Why has this happened to you? You have been slain by your own underling. There you go. Betrayed Overlord N.A. Letter flutters down from beyond the curtain. Found lost letter 4! Yay! My love, do you remember when we first met? I had just finished one of my scripts. One I was quite proud of, in fact. As I read it aloud, you happened to pass by. What a terrible ending, you said. Why should these poor fools have to die? You were so rude. You wouldn't accept any of my justifications, and yet, you managed to convince me. It really would be better if everyone could live in harmony, however unrealistic that felt. I look back fondly on that day, even now. I wonder if somewhere you're thinking of it too. Forever yours, Tragedy. It can't end like this. You want to answer the maiden's prayers. You've decided to find a way to save everyone. But retracing the paths you've seen so far, there doesn't seem to be any room to avoid a bad ending. Is there really nothing you can do to keep them all from getting killed in the end? If there's nothing you can do by acting from within their story, maybe it's time to take things into your own hands. Oh. Hero on fire, maiden on fire, underling on fire, overlord on fire. You are? You boldly insert yourself into the story and use your incredible power to warp everyone to safety. You didn't know you could do that. But what's going on here? You take a moment to get a good look at yourself. You are you. But why are you pitch black? You feel like this body doesn't accurately represent you, but you move past you. The hero, maiden, underling, and overlord have been staring at you too. They look like they don't really know what they're supposed to do right now. You guess that's because you're usually the one guiding them. What will you say to them? Hi guys, I've come to save... Hey guys. You smile awkwardly and introduce yourself. The maiden is the first to respond. My prayers have been answered. You must be... her god? No, you were merely the player. If there was any god here, they'd be the final boss. But that's just how these role-playing games go. Now you realize what the real true ending must be. Now. Enough of this. I admit I've been encouraging you all along, but a self-insert story? How pass? You watch helplessly as tragedy descends from the heavens. You didn't honestly believe you were the only one who could force your way into this stage, did you? I am the narrator, storyteller, god of this world. Call me Tragedy, if you'd like. Darkness envelops your party. You don't mind if I send each one of them back to relive one of their many bad endings, right? You are alone in the darkness with me, Tragedy. I sincerely hope you've been enjoying your time in my theater. Though I can't abide you stealing the show without permission. It's quite disrespectful. I'm sick of all these bad endings. I want to see something new. Sick of these bad endings. Then frankly, you should never have come to a place called Bad End Theater. Haven't we already been over this? You think defeating me might just be the only way to see a better ending. It's all that's left for you, isn't it? Well, this does sound like it could be entertaining. Show me what you've got. Time to fight God. Let's go. Sage is set for your final battle against me, the god of this world. What will you do? How will you fight against tragedy itself? I'd love to see it. Attack! You try your best to tear me down. You can't seem to do any damage. You don't truly exist in this world after all. Oh, is that all? You'll never defeat me like that. You're right. Perhaps you don't understand just how outclassed you are here. Whoa! Behold, my beautifully tragic tales. Doesn't seeing them all again make your heart ache? You've witnessed all 41 of my painstakingly crafted endings. You must be as much of a masochist as me. I commend your thoroughness. Surely these characters have a special place in your heart. They're still suffering backstage, you know. It's a shame they couldn't make it here to the end of the world. That's right. You came here to save him. You can't do this alone. Oh! Summon! You find the hero in his home, hunched over his sewing table. Your sudden intrusion scares the hell out of the poor guy. Are you some kind of demon? You explain that no, you're not a demon. You're... How can you explain it in a way the hero can understand? Instead, you ask what he's sewing. Oh, this? I craft all my hero gear. You sense his pride in his hobby. You wonder if the costumes are what attracted him to the role of hero. Would you like some clothes? You don't seem to be wearing any. You remember the state of your body and decide that yes, some clothes from the hero would be nice. He is overjoyed by your answer. Apparently his outfits are too gaudy for the other townsfolk, so no one else wants them. No wonder he wears a belt on his head. Hey, he's trying his best. The true end for the hero suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change his fate. I could make a living as a tailor rather than a hero? Please, tell me what I can do to reach that dream. The hero will now fight alongside you. We didn't get close. He looks so cool! I agreed to follow you, but I didn't expect to face something like this. The hero has arrived. We really couldn't have a final boss battle without him. You're the one who's been killing us. Murderer! I can't truly call myself a hero until I see you defeated. We'll see about that. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow! Willpower. Oops. I didn't realize that would do something. Your reign of terror ends here, Tragedy. I refuse to give in. The hero uses his willpower to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is reeling. Alright, let's go get another room. You happen to find the maiden as she exits the church, her heart set on meeting a demon. Perfect timing. She approaches you, having already taken notice of your odd form. Excuse me, are you a traveler? I've never seen anyone like you before. You explain that no, you're not a traveler. Well, maybe you are, in a sense. You've come all this way. The maiden regards you with excited curiosity. Then perhaps you might be a demon? I was hoping I could meet one today. You think of all the terrible fates that hope would bring about. She is the catalyst of the story, after all. My role as a maiden is to be captured by the Overlord, but you see, I've grown so tired of waiting. You remember this part. She wanted to understand her role better, and so you ask what it is that she's really hoping to gain from this. The maiden is confused by your question. Perhaps it was as simple as wanting to reach the place she felt like she belonged. The true end for this maiden suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. If there's something I can do to find fulfillment, then please guide me. The maiden will now fight alongside you. She's gonna be so cute. She's so cute! She's so cute! Oh my god! Baby! What is this horrible creature? You wound me, dear maiden. Is tragedy really such a terrible thing to behold? Forget all that. Where's the Overlord? The Overlord will be the last one. I remember now. I remember all the awful things you put us through. Then this should be familiar to you as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow! With kindness. Sorry, we're gonna click one of them for each because I feel like it. The maiden tries to appeal to tragedy with kindness. So naive. I'll balance your kindness with my cruelty. We're at 30 HP already? Kindness did not work! You approach the gates of the Overlord's castle. The underling is on guard duty as you expected. They call out to you. The other demon guard is sound asleep. Hey, you're a pretty weird looking intruder. What do you want? Explain that no, you are not an intruder. Although you're definitely intruding into their story right now. You tell the underling that you've come to save them from the tragedy. Okay, try saving me from boredom first. I hate this job. The underling snickers. You ask what kind of job they'd rather have. It'd be best if I didn't have to work at all. I just want to live a carefree life and never get bossed around or picked on. Think of the underling's friends who had bullied them into an assassination plot, only to betray them in the end. If they kept better company, maybe they wouldn't feel so restless. The true ending for the underling suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change their fate. So there's a way that even work can be fun? Sounds fake, but I'll tag along with you just in case. The underling will now fight alongside you. They're so cute! Wait, what the fuck? You didn't say anything about a boss battle. The The underling, You must be desperate to call on such an unreliable ally. If I beat this guy up, all my problems will be over. Oh, but it won't be that easy. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. Ow. Tenacity. Knock me down and I'll just come back stronger. The underling uses their tenacity to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is really hope. Our true endings do exist. They simply must. The maiden hopes with all her heart to overcome tragedy. Tragedy is really. Come, Overlord. You enter the Overlord's room, relieved to see the fire contained to the torches on the walls. Hey, ready to see you. Welcome back. When you close the door behind you, the Overlord rises from her slumber. Who are you? Have you come to reside in my castle and serve me? You explain that no, you're not here to serve her. It's more like you've come to do her a favor. You ask why she spends all day sleeping instead of commanding her demon army. She laughs in response. Many of my underlings certainly think I should be more aggressive with the humans, like my father before me. His quest for revenge was endless and self-perpetuating. There's a reason I had to destroy them. You can't help but think it's a little late in the game to be getting some new backstory. I have no interest in waging war on the humans. I merely wish to be left alone, to live a peaceful, indulgent life in my castle. You realize she must actually be very lonely, only surrounded by soldiers instead of friends. No wonder she gets so attached to the maiden. The true end for the Overlord suddenly becomes clear. You offer to change her fate. My own attempt at peace have not been rather imperfect. If you offer a solution, then very well, I will follow you. You guys ready? The Overlord will now fight alongside you. Wow! She's so cool! The girls, you know what? The game is no longer this. You know what the game is now? The game... You guys don't need to see the rest, right? Yippee! Yeah, there's no need to see the rest. I think we're cool with just this. Everybody cool with this? Does this look good? Does this look good? Right? I think... This looks... Actually, hold on. I think this is the new gameplay, right? I think it looks so much better like this. It's just better, you know? It's objectively better. You don't need all the UI. Wee woo. You don't need all the UI or me or chat or anything. We just need to look at these two and call it a day, right? How the game was intended to be played. Exactly. I should just cover up my monitor until all I can see is this. Anyway, should probably try to beat this guy. I see. So this is tragedy. Ah, you've brought the Overlord. I don't stand a chance now. You've prevented me from attaining peace for long enough. Prepare to die. I hope you're prepared to face your deaths as well. Tragedy attacks with a terrible fate. No, not that one. Now that the whole party's here, can you solve my final puzzle? Which combination of behaviors will open the path to your true endings? Show me. Ambition. I'll reach my true ending with my own power. The Overlord uses her ambitious nature to overcome tragedy, and she's so cute! This is it. With everyone's hearts united, you take aim toward your best possible futures. You all unleash one final attack to destroy tragedy once and for all. You've done it! You've managed to defeat me. A tragic ending for tragedy itself. I love it. I must thank you all for fulfilling your roles perfectly. Thank you, hero. Thank you, maiden. Thank you, Wonderling. Thank you, Overlord. Enough of this nonsense. We defeated you, so die already. Don't worry. I'll be making my exit shortly. Finally, thank you most of all. We couldn't have made it here without you. Yes, my bad end theater did contain a truly good ending after all. I apologize for antagonizing you for so long. I wanted to deliver a satisfying story. Was I able to do it, I wonder? No. We want a good ending for you too. Well, I did my best. Happy. I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say I was satisfied? My bad. Happy endings shouldn't always come easily. Reality is not so kind. But you've earned this one. Here's your true ending. Your true end. No, I'm sorry. I should have said I was satisfied. Oh my god! He's a tailor now. Yay! Wonderful. Oh my god. Oh!
Take your seats, everyone. Welcome to bed and theater when the curtains close.
Oh, they came back together! They're girlfriends! Yippee! Yippee! And they were gay, they're gay, your honor, they're gay! Your honor, they're gay! I bought the art book for Bad in Theater, it's really cute. Yeah. They are roommates now. They really are. There's still 2 more. Okay, listen. There's 2 achievements to get other than resetting the game entirely. And I want to get them. One of them, we just gotta throw this fight. Look, it's a purple flower in a pink sky. 'Cause it's the maiden and the overlord. I really want to draw them. I want to draw the lesbians. Something is missing. Oh, you're still here? The curtain has closed for the final time. I'm shutting down my theater. There are no more tragedies left for me to tell after all. There's one more. Me? You'd like to know why I started this theater? Because I'm obsessed with bad endings, of course. Remove the mask. You gently raise your fingers to the cracks in my mask. Piece by piece, it falls apart in your hands, revealing a cute girl. I should have warned you. This might affect what you think of my stories. You can't help but compare my face to the maiden's. I'm not her, but it's not like she isn't me, necessarily. That's how it is with fiction. Yeah, there's a little bit of you in all your OCs, you know? Would you like to hear, not another ending, but the truth? Tell me. Alright. One last story. You may already know this, but it doesn't have a happy ending. First, I'll set the stage. In this world, there are no such things as demons, or even heroes, really. There was a girl eager to set out to fulfill some sort of destiny. That part was true. She met someone, another girl. A running theme, isn't it? The maiden and the overlord? The two were inseparable, and for a time, Everything was just wonderful. But their families, the communities they came from, neither could approve of their relationship. That is the reality for many. Despair was no different. Despite their best efforts, the world was intent on pulling them apart. We used to like the types of story where love conquers all, where the strength of your love will pull you through any hardship and everything is okay in the end. I lost her, and then I started this theater. But this story does have a happy ending. Huh? I'm sorry. I reduced to just a... Wait. I was hoping to find you. It's you. It's been so long. I thought I'd never see you again. You always think of the worst endings. I wasn't about to give up just because things got difficult. Why didn't you reveal yourself sooner? I feel like such a fool. I could say the same to you. You knew I could never resist giving your stories a happy ending. So of course I would be drawn to a place like this. Yes, but I didn't think it would actually work. Sometimes everything does turn out okay in the end. Thank you for reminding me of that. I love you. I love you too. Now truly, everyone can live happily ever after. Tragedies end. We gotta do the fight again and die. Sorry. Oh. There's nothing more to see, my love. But if you'd like to reset, if you really want to experience everything all over again, I'm happy to oblige. Shall we begin the resetting process? No. You're so fickle. Let me know if you change your mind. Wait. Do I have to reset and die? Don't make me die. I know. Okay. It's okay. We'll reset? I want to complete this game because there's one achievement left. Wait, there's no one achievement left. Well, there's one achievement left other than resetting. Alright, let's reset. There are two options. Keep some of your progress and reset before you started the true ending. Or you can re-raise all your progress and replay the game as if it's your very first time. You have to collect everything all over again? Can't take this back, so choose carefully. We'll reset, total reset. There you go. Your progress has been completely reset. Does this count as a bad ending? Well, just in case. Total reset end. Alright, now we're gonna speedrun getting to true endings. Can I not? Oops. There, reset the state. Oh no, my bad. I'm done. There. Yes, I get it. Ah, fuck. We have to play one of the... It's fine. We need to talk and then let me in. Okay, there you go. Skip. Introduce yourself. Reset stage. I forgot that we should do this guy first. And we should be disloyal, so whoops. Oh, it's okay. We're fine. Okay. We kinda got to one true ending. You can take the day off. Please stay. Let them go. Forgive them. Okay. Oh, come to think of it, you've reached the first true ending very quickly. I'm impressed. But there's no need to rush. Please take your time while exploring all the horrible possibilities. Anyway, hope you'll pardon the interruption. Oh, sorry. My bad. I'm trying to speed run to the stuff. Then we'll do this guy. Lee, let me in. Ask what's going on. Fuck. Introduce yourself. You can't end like this. There you go. There you go. There. Okay, cool. The hero's burning. Just oh, oops. Hee. I've come to save you. Oh well. This makes no sense. And everything's the same. Want to see something new. Oh well. Now we gotta die. Die! Defend! You're right. Well, we might as well just get them all here so we can look at them. Oh, we only have... Oh, we don't have HP. Cool. Perfect. Your HP has run out. You are overcome by tragedy. If you wish to challenge me again, collect more bad endings. You'll be able to reach this path again through the Maiden's true end. I'll be waiting. Your bad end. There you go. We did it. We finished Bad End Theater, and we 100% did it. Wow! Yippee! This was a very, very nice game. I'm very happy to have played this. Honestly. Yippee! I got kind of emotional at the end. Glad I was able to finish my matches by the time the ending rolled around. Yeah, didn't expect it to get emotional. Right? Man. And they were gay. Your honor, they are gay. I want to draw them. Sorry, I don't really care about the hero. I don't give a shit about the hero. And I don't really care much about the underling. I think they're really cute. But... I don't know. You know? But... yeah. I want to draw the gays, so I will put it on my drawing list after all my art debt, because drawing them Wednesday? I mean, I could, but like... I could, but I have so much I need to be drawing. I have a commission, I have to make the art raffle, and then I'm gonna have to draw the prizes for the art raffle. I have to draw a bunch of thank you doodles and the art for Kate. I have so much to draw. I have to draw all the emotes. I have to redraw the sub badges. If I won a raffle, it would be art for the girls. I'll make sure to rig it then. But yeah, then I have a couple other things that I want to draw. There's so much I want to do. Oh well. Either way, it's time to end stream. And I need to go to bed in 1 hour. So, technically I need to be asleep in an hour. So I should go to bed like right now. But thank you very much for joining today. For those who are going to sleep, night night, sleep well. Sorry I started so late. I meant to play Poppy Playtime. Tomorrow we'll be playing Poopy Playtime. I was supposed to sleep 3 hours ago. Time to sleep. For those who are going to sleep, sleep well, night night. For those who aren't going to sleep, have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you again for joining. Tomorrow's stream will be at your regular time of 6 p.m. GMT, 1 p.m. EST. Poopy. And I have my emotional support plushie homie Kinu, who is gonna be there with me. Thank you again for joining. I'll see y'all tomorrow for absolute pain and suffering.